Good evening. Welcome to Election Night in America 2020. Tonight we have the Fox News coverage of the former Arkansas Governor Mike Beebe versus the incumbent President Donald Trump. Let's start off with our first 7 p.m. Eastern Time poll closings from various states. Out of the state of Vermont, Mike Beebe is the projected winner of their 3 electoral votes. Coming out of the state of Virginia, 13 electoral votes, Mike Beebe the projected winner. Out of the state of South Carolina, Donald Trump will carry their 9 electoral votes. No surprise out of Vice President Mike Pence's home state of Indiana, Donald Trump the projected winner of their 11 electoral votes. The state of Kentucky, 8 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. The state of Georgia is currently too close to call with its 16 electoral votes at stake, but Donald Trump is in the lead. And on the current electoral map, Governor Beebe has 16 electoral votes to President Trump's 28. It is now 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time and stand by for 3 calls from the states of West Virginia, Ohio, and North Carolina. Out of the state of West Virginia, no big surprise here, Donald Trump the projected winner of their 5 electoral votes with 45% of precincts reporting. The state of Ohio, 18 electoral votes. Remember, no Republican has won the White House without the state of Ohio. Is now characterized as too close to call. Fox News is now also characterizing the state of North Carolina with its 15 electoral votes as too close to call. And on the current electoral map as it stands right now, 33 electoral votes for President Trump and 16 for Governor Beebe. It is now 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time and stand by for many projections. Out of the state of Oklahoma, 7 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. No surprise out of the state of Mississippi, and its 6 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump also carries the state of Alabama and its 9 electoral votes. The state of Tennessee, the volunteer state, will award its 11 electoral votes to Donald Trump. Out of the state of Illinois, no surprise here, 20 electoral votes. Mike Beebe, the projected winner. Out of the state of Massachusetts, with its 11 electoral votes, will go to Governor Beebe. Governor Beebe will also carry the state of Rhode Island and its 4 electoral votes. Out of one of the newer swing states, the state of Connecticut, 7 electoral votes, voting a little bit more Republican than in the past few elections. Mike Beebe is still the projected winner. The state of New Jersey, with its 14 electoral votes, will go to Governor Mike Beebe. The state of Delaware, 3 electoral votes. Mike Beebe, the projected winner. Out of the state of Maryland, 10 electoral votes will go to Mike Beebe. Out of the District of Columbia, Mike Beebe is the projected winner of their 3 electoral votes. And out of the state of Maine, 3 out of their 4 electoral votes, will go to Mike Beebe. And now out of the state of Florida, it is currently too close to call with 29 electoral votes at stake. The state of New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes, currently too close to call. The state of Pennsylvania, 20 electoral votes, too close to call at this moment, but Mike Beebe is in the lead. And the state of Missouri and its 10 electoral votes, Donald Trump holding on to a narrow lead. And on the current electoral map, Mike Beebe now taking the lead with 91 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 67. It is now 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and Mike Beebe's home state of Arkansas polls have closed. The state of Arkansas, at the moment, is currently too close to call. One of the first times it's been too close since the 2004 presidential election. 6 electoral votes, too close to call. Governor Mike Beebe is in the lead. And on the electoral map, no change here, 91 electoral votes for Mike Beebe to 67 for President Trump. It is now 9 p.m. Eastern Time and stand by for many major projections. The state of Texas and its 38 electoral votes will go to President Trump. President Trump will also carry the state of South Dakota and its 3 electoral votes. No surprise out of the state of North Dakota and neighboring South Dakota, Donald Trump the projected winner of their 3 electoral votes. Out of the state of Nebraska, all 5 of their electoral votes will now go to President Trump. Out of the state of Wyoming, the most conservative state in the Union, Donald Trump the projected winner. Out of the state of Kansas, 6 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump, a part of the key part of the Red Wall. Out of the state of Arizona, 11 electoral votes, huge Latino population here, but Donald Trump is still the winner nonetheless. Out of the state of New York, 29 electoral votes will go to Mike Beebe. He is the projected winner. Big win for his campaign. The state of New Mexico, again, huge Latino population here, but this time going for Governor Mike Beebe. He is the projected winner of their 5 electoral votes. The state of New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes, previously characterized as too close to call. Mike Beebe is now the projected winner over President Trump. The state of Colorado, too close to call. 9 electoral votes at stake. The state of Minnesota, again too close to call, 10 electoral votes. The state of Wisconsin, a state Donald Trump carried by 22,000 votes in 2016, currently too close to call. Another state that Donald Trump carried in 2016, the state of Michigan, too close to call with its 16 electoral votes up for grabs. The state of Louisiana, neighboring Arkansas, too close to call. Again, another state that has been too close to call since the 2004 election. My bad, it has never been too close to call since the 2004 election and is now too close to call. 8 electoral votes, Donald Trump is in the lead. And on the current electoral map, Donald Trump reclaiming his lead with 136 electoral votes to Mike Beebe's 129. It is now 10 p.m. Eastern Time and stand by for a couple projections. Out of the state of Utah, 6 electoral votes. Donald Trump, the projected winner, no surprise here. The state of Montana and its 3 electoral votes, closer than previous elections, but still Donald Trump, the projected winner. The state of Ohio and its 18 electoral votes. Remember, no Republican has won the White House without the state of Ohio. Donald Trump, the projected winner of their crucial 18 electoral votes. That is a must-win for the Trump campaign. The state of Nevada, too close to call, 6 electoral votes up for grabs. And the state of Iowa, neighboring Missouri and parts of the Rust Belt, 6 electoral votes, again too close to call. And on the current electoral map, Donald Trump expanding his lead with 163 electoral votes to Mike Beebe's 129. It is now 10:35 p.m. Eastern Time and stand by for 3 state calls. The state of Colorado, 9 electoral votes, Mike Beebe the projected winner. Out of the state of Minnesota, 10 electoral votes, a state Hillary Clinton narrowly carried back in 2016. Mike Beebe the projected winner of their 10 electoral votes. The state of Michigan, a huge flip, 16 electoral votes now going from the GOP back to the Democratic column. Mike Beebe will carry the state of Michigan by almost double digits, 16 electoral votes going back to the Democrats. Mike Beebe, the projected winner. And on the current electoral map, Mike Beebe now reclaiming his lead with 164 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 163. It is now 11 p.m. Eastern Time and stand by for many major projections. The state of California, 55 electoral votes. Mike Beebe, the projected winner. This is a huge state in the union, the biggest in the union. California with its 55 electoral votes going to the Democrats. The state of Oregon, 7 electoral votes. The Democratic candidate Mike Beebe, the projected winner. And out of the state of Washington, 12 electoral votes now going to Mike Beebe, a very progressive state. Speaking of progressive states, the state of Hawaii with its 4 electoral votes has now been called for Governor Mike Beebe. President Donald Trump, on the other hand, will carry the state of Idaho and Idaho alone with its 4 electoral votes. And on the current electoral map, Mike Beebe now surpassing what Hillary Clinton got in 2016 by 10 electoral votes with 242 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 167. It is now 11:54 p.m. Eastern Time and stand by for state calls from the states of Arkansas and Nevada. The state of Nevada, 6 electoral votes. Mike Beebe, the projected winner. This is a poll for the Democratic column. A flip now, 6 electoral votes with 90% of precincts reporting Governor Mike Beebe, who never fell below 70% with approval ratings during his entire tenure in office. Mike Beebe, the projected winner of Arkansas, 6 electoral votes, a monumental flip for the Democratic Party. And on the current electoral map, you can see that little bit of blue in the south from the state of Arkansas, giving Mike Beebe 254 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 167. It is now 12:15 a.m. Eastern Time and stand by for calls from the states of Louisiana, Missouri, Georgia, and Wisconsin, all of which favor the president. The state of Louisiana, 8 electoral votes, much closer than in previous elections, will still go to the Republican candidate Donald Trump. The state of Missouri, 10 electoral votes. Again, another solid red state, now extremely close, but Donald Trump narrowly edges out this state. 10 electoral votes landing in the Trump column tonight. The state of Georgia, with 99% of precincts reporting, Donald Trump edges out the state of Georgia and its 16 electoral votes. The state of Wisconsin, with 98% of precincts reporting, a state that he carried by a mere 22,000 votes back in 2016. Donald Trump, the projected winner over Mike Beebe by a mere 0.4%. And on the current electoral map, we have 254 electoral votes for Mike Beebe to 211 for Donald Trump. It is now 1 o'clock a.m. and stand by for calls from the states of Alaska and North Carolina. The state of Alaska, Donald Trump, the projected winner of their 3 electoral votes, no big surprise here. The state of North Carolina, another must-win for the Trump campaign in his pathway to re-election. 15 electoral votes will now go to President Donald Trump by a margin around 0.6%. 15 electoral votes landing in the Trump column tonight. And on the current electoral map, Mike Beebe still leads with 254 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 229. It is now 2:34 a.m. Eastern Time, and we can now have enough information to make multiple projections along with a presidential call. The state of Pennsylvania, 20 electoral votes. Donald Trump, the projected winner by 0.4%, narrow victory. The state of Iowa, with its 6 electoral votes, extremely close. Donald Trump narrowly edges out their 6 electoral votes over Governor Mike Beebe. The call that made it all, the state of Florida with its 29 electoral votes. Governor Mike Beebe, the projected winner out of the Sunshine State of Florida with its 29 electoral votes. And looking at the electoral map, he has surpassed the magic number of 270 electoral votes, which means that Mike Beebe will go on to win the presidency of the United States of America and will go on to be the 46th president of the United States of America. Recapping on the electoral map, Mike Beebe has 283 electoral votes, 13 more than needed to win, finalizing the electoral map, while Donald Trump has lost this election with 255 electoral votes. Thank you guys for watching this video. So here's my social media. If you want to contact me personally on Twitter, my Twitter's on the screen. I'll have a Discord link in the description below. I decided not to put it on here because it didn't really fit. The link didn't fit in the screen, so just check the description below or in the comment section. I'll probably pin it at the top, and join the Discord. You can have a lot of fun, and you can give me suggestions first, and you can pretty much have a sneak peek of a number of my videos, considering that I'm pretty active on the Discord. And if you don't have Twitter, or if you don't have a Discord, my Instagram is on the screen, and upcoming I have some election predictions with various candidates, ones that you have suggested. I have a whole list right now. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down below if you agree or disagree with my prediction, and I'll see you all tomorrow.